think we've found a pretty good mix. It's we're finding a groove at the right time. A lot of guys are playing well, and we need everybody because every night feels a little different with this team.
So the Warriors, they're now 3 whole games, I'm looking here, ahead of the Rockets for that last play-in spot. But is it just, should I do it, Chiney? Come on. Do you know it's too little too late? Is it too little too late here for the Golden State Warriors?
Well, look, they're going to have a very tough situation because they're looking at the 10th seed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have been more clear. You only get to sing your answer.
Do not want all our viewers to leave. They're going to have to win 2 games on the road to get into the playoffs. So that's a big ask when considering how potent the play-in tournament goes. But I was just with the Warriors on Sunday in San Antonio. And what Steve Kerr said there is the vibe that I picked up. They are actually, and I'm kind of worried to say this because things go crazy in this league. I feel like they're in a good place. And I know it was just like 10 days ago that Draymond got ejected from that game in Orlando. Draymond was awesome in that game on Sunday, blocked Victor Wembanyama out to win that game, comes back and does this. There's a lot of smiles, a lot of contentment. They're in a place that I haven't seen them in a while. I don't know if they can keep it there. I don't know if they can get through the play-in. But I would, as I've been saying to Perk for like 4 months, I'm not giving up on them. You can throw dirt on them. I'm not going to give up on them. They could end up being home by April 18th, but I'm still in the same spot.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Wendy. If you're not giving up on Steph and the Warriors, are you giving up on LeBron James and the Lakers? Because that's who they have to face. That's who they have to face. And do you have them picked to beat the Lakers if they play in the play-in tournament?
Right now, I would pick the Lakers. But here's their path.
Hold on.
Okay,
Yes
all
or
right.
no?
Okay,
Yes
all right.
You, Malika?
I would pick
Sing it.
the Lakers.
What about you, Wendy?
I would pick the Lakers. They're
Chennai?
Los Angeles.
Okay, so what are we talking about right now? Like, what are we talking about?
Here's what we're talking.
Hold on. Keep it cool, booty. What I'm saying is, in a good place for us what? Finishing the season off on a good note, Draymond Green, going into the offseason on a good note, like in a good place for us what?
Look, that's a fair point. But like if they win through the play-in tournament and then they all of a sudden are making a run in the first round, what we're saying is that we're seeing it now. And it may not work, but we're seeing it now, them at least give it an
Okay, but what I'm saying is we're also seeing LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers play outstanding basketball as well. And the way it looks, those two are going to have to play first. And I believe the whole panel, including myself, are taking the Lakers in that matchup.
I would take the Lakers, but their path is, say you upset the Lakers, they still have a shot at home court in that game, and if flipping 9 and 10, it's a long shot, but they have a shot. Maybe you get the Kings in the second half of the play-in who are injured and banged up, and then you're 8th. But here's where this discussion goes off the rails a little bit. You're 8th, right? That's where their seat is. All of this depends on where the big Serbian bully hovering over the entire Western Conference ends up. If they're 1, if Denver's 1, the 8th seed is goodbye. If you get one of these other teams, Oklahoma City or Minnesota, unproven young team. I love the Thunder, but they're unproven. The Wolves haven't won a playoff series in a long, long time. You can talk yourself into, hey, maybe it's 2-2. If it's Denver at 1, everything starts from where Denver is seated and flows from there.
Yeah, I think, at first I was very optimistic on the Golden State Warriors because if you look at the last 5 games, what has made the Warriors successful? Their defense. They've held teams over the last 5 games to under 100 points on an average. So that's back. And then also you see a game where Steph Curry only scores 13 points. They still win. A big key recipe of them being successful, Perk is smirking at me. Perk smirk. Wiggs giving you 23 or so points too. He was the key catalyst, especially in that NBA Finals championship run. Sorry, my water's on the table.
You know who else played really well? Perk. You've been asking for more of his minutes all season long. More minutes for who?
Jonathan Kuminga.
No, last night. Moses Moody.
Yeah, I mean,
more minutes for Moses Moody. He played great.
I understand the Warriors. I mean,
without Kuminga.
They're playing some good basketball
right now. The more realistic run that the Warriors have been dealing with was the run versus the Rockets versus the run versus, the playoff field.
And the Rockets, round of applause. It looked great. It was fun. But it looks like that game next week, really, that head-to-head isn't going to matter, at least not right now. The Rockets were ahead of schedule. I expect big things from them next year. This is what the Golden State Warriors are looking at, though. They have the Rockets and the Mavericks, the Jazz, the Lakers. That could wind up being a pretty big game, Brian.
Yeah, because the tiebreaker isn't settled.
Right. And so that's...
And, you know, the thing about it is they have 2 games with the Jazz, who are playing the worst basketball in the league right now. And they are a good road team. So you look at that and you say, Houston and Dallas, you think that'd be tough. But they're 22-15 on the road. They got as many road wins as Oklahoma City Thunder do, who are at the top of the league. So, yes, you say, how can they win 2 games on the road? Then you say, well, wait a minute, they're actually a good road team. I'm just saying I'm not kicking dirt on them.
Can they pick a side? Do they want to be awesome on the road or terrible on the road? And awesome at home? It's like a total flip-flop from last season.
Said that they learned from their mistakes last year.
Well, they win at home.
Now they're implementing what they saw, winning on the road. But you